Life Practice community.
Right now, I'm gonna close my windows, maybe turn on my light. Hopefully that helps you guys to see me. There, that's better. All right. So our Vin Yin practice, I think most of you are familiar with it. We will move through kind of a warm-up vinyasa style and then kind of slow down into our yin. Might use a pillow towards the end, but not at the beginning. I think that's about it. So we're gonna start our practice in a child's pose today. You can come onto your hands and knees and either sit your knees a little bit wider for a bit more space or together for a bit more support. And then you're just kind of gonna walk your arms down and rest your forehead. Nice. Let your whole body begin to kind of get heavy and melt into your space and melt into your shape. And then just arrive in stillness. Take some deep breaths in and out. Use your deep breaths in and out to help draw yourself into the present moment. So we practiced the mountain meditation today. The mountain meditation is all about getting grounded. We're going to carry on with that theme today. Focusing on the root chakra, Muladhara, which is the lowest chakra at the base of our spine. And it's about the energy that anchors us to the world. Its energetic calling is to help us feel grounded and stable. So maybe you choose an intention like I am safe. I am home. I am enough. I'm anchored and connected to the earth. And as you breathe in, draw that intention and energy into your being. And as you exhale, just release. You know, sometimes affirmations feel silly, but I think if you say them often enough, they start to work. Now, can you take one more round of breath in this child's pose? And then on an inhale, just come all the way up into a table. If your knees are wide, you can just wiggle them in so that your knees are underneath the hips. And then start to move with some cat-cow flows. So inhaling, tilting your pelvis, lifting your heart, and then exhaling, curling and articulating through the spine. And then keep rippling like a wave through your body, feeling whatever you feel. Was teaching kids yoga last week, and I think I said to my kids, articulate your spine, and they're like, what's a spine? Like, great question. Thank you for asking. I think you guys all know what a spine is. Take one more ripple like a wave. And then allow your spine to come into neutral. I said to the kids, that's that bony part down your back. I think I had them all feeling their backs. Leave your left palm where it is. We're going to spiral our right arm up towards the sky. So a big stretch from your left palm all the way through your right palm. Nice. And then you are going to thread your right arm underneath your left. This is my favorite shoulder stretch ever to start with. And then you might take the left arm up and weave it around the body. Nice. Take one more breath. And then slowly unwind, land the left palm, land the right palm. Nice, coming back into neutral, no rush. Peel your left arm all the way up, so a big stretch. Nice, and then thread your left arm underneath the right. And then maybe you weave the arm around, hooking it near the back body. Come all the way back, landing through the palms. And then let's leave our left knee where it is, and then just extend our right leg long on the mat. So you're tucking your right toes behind you. Nice. And then we're going to keep the right toe mound grounded to start and just kind of rock back and forth. So you're stretching into the calf. Nice. Wiggling around. Oh yeah, so you're wearing shorts. I feel like you always have your cool pattern yoga pants on underneath your shorts. That's what 7 months of yoga together, you notice these things. And then lengthen, just come into stillness and lengthen your right leg up. Your right hip is going to be level with your left. And then maybe you lift your opposing arm, so you lift your left arm. Reminds me of when we first started the mindful life practice, like 7 months ago. My friend Ryan was practicing with us every day in Barcelona. He actually helped me a lot with the creation of the website in the beginning. Anyway, I'll never forget him coming on one day and him being like, yeah, sir, you got a haircut. And it was just such a cool moment because everyone in the room I had a relationship with, and I wasn't noticing the relationship everyone else was forming together. And that was really cool. We need to bring Ryan back. The trouble is it's like the middle of the day for him and he's back at work in Barcelona, but he's great. Take one more breath, staying long. Held you there for a long time, and then curl your elbow in to meet your knee. And then we'll just do 3 more of these. So you feel your navel engage. You feel your whole body supporting you as you balance. Just 2 more. And then 1 more. Nice. And then just land your left palm. So both palms are on the mat, keeping your right leg extended. Take your left toes off the side of the mat, and then extend your right arm up, extend the fingertips. So you're balancing. Yeah, you got it. And it might feel nice to kick the right foot back and grip your right palm to your right ankle, and then just take a little back bend and open through your heart for 3, for 2. Nice. And then 1, can you release the foot, release the palm, and then lift all the way up. And then just reverse your warrior, reaching your left arm back, extending through your left rib cage. So we're staying a bit low to the ground to start because the root chakra is about being connected to the ground. Take 1 more breath. And then can you unwind and plant both palms? And then bring both knees back to neutral. And then take a few cat-cows coming back into neutral. So this root chakra, the first chakra, it's The opposite to the crown chakra, which is Sahasrana. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And in this way, it's kind of seen as like the link between yin and yang. It's come into neutral, link between night and day, receiving and giving, all these opposites. Let's extend our left leg out first and then do a little bit of rocking back and forth. Nice work. And then come into neutral and extend your left leg now, extending the opposite arm. Yep, so your right arm is extended, your left arm is extended, or sorry, left leg. And I kept you here for a long time telling you a story on the opposite side, so we're gonna stay for a little bit. If you have to land one knee or one palm, it's all good. There's this Maori proverb that says, in order to flourish above, we have to be firmly rooted below, right? So we need roots and wings at the same time. Can you take one more breath as you are? Nice work. And then draw your elbow to meet your knee. And then just move through 3 of these. Nice work. The glute work almost feels like a bar class to me right now. One more. Nice. And then can you land your right palm? Take your right toes off the side of the mat now. Lift your left arm up. So this is Ardha Chandrasana, but you're on your knee. Half moon, but you're on your knee. And then maybe you kick your heel back and grip your left palm to your left ankle. Nice. And then slowly unwind. Nice, landing your left foot, lifting all the way up. Good. And then how would it feel to reverse your warrior, reaching your right arm back, expanding through your right rib cage. Come all the way back, landing both palms. Nice, landing both knees, you got it. And then let's make our way, tucking our toes, lifting all the way up to our first downward facing dog. Maybe taking a deep breath in and sighing it out. And then bending through one knee and then bending the next. When I first showed up to yoga when I was 13, when I was a preteen, I did this yoga for beginners class with my mom. And something I distinctly remember about it was that I had so much anxiety. My palms were so sweaty that my hands would just slip right off the mat. And it's actually kind of been a lifelong thing for me, finding the right mat that has the right stickiness so that I'm not sliding right off the mat. That's you. Feel free to use a towel. Feel free to take breaks from down dog. But know that that is a perfectly normal experience, one that I've almost forgotten about over the years. Drop your head and just let it be heavy and rock the head from side to side and then rock it back and forth. And then gently walk your feet up to meet your hands at the front of the mat. Grip your palms to opposite elbows, tuck your head, relax your chin, get really heavy. And as your head is below your heart, let the blood flow kind of go back to the brain and remind yourself that it's all good. You're here and you showed up, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. And then release your grip. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips are going to brush on your shins. Exhale your way back down. Step your toe mounds together. Bend through the knees, sit your hips back, lift your arms up, find your chair. And I want you to feel a bit of fire building through your legs. Feel a bit of intensity. And remind yourself that this pose is not going to be forever. stay in that chair. Just wondered if maybe I have my diffuser right in front of the camera and I'm like, maybe that's why it's kind of bright today. I don't know. Okay, you're back in your chair. I don't know if that fixes anything. I was wondering if it was like that stream of smoke, not smoke, but whatever it is, fog that comes up, essential oils. I don't know, take one more breath and then lift all the way up to stand. And then just pull your palms into heart center. And I want you to connect your thumbs to your heartbeat. And whatever mantra, whatever affirmation you said at the very beginning, I am safe, I am home, I am enough, whatever it was, repeat that now. And then we'll take 3 half sun salutations, half Surya Namaskar. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. You can look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, lift your arms all the way up. And then exhale your palms at heart center. And then we'll do it again, moving with your own breath. Moving with your own rhythm. And know that there's no need to rush this process. There's no need to rush these movements. Nice, beating up all together in the mountain pose. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice, exhale, lower, plant the palms, step your feet all the way back, hold your strong plank. Nice work. Feel your navel drawing in, push the ground away, get really strong. Can you stay here for 3? Nice work for 2. And then on 1, can you lower elbows drawing back? Can you breathe and lift your heart up into a back bend? Nice. Can you shift all the way back, down dog? And then leave your left foot where it is, extend your right leg up towards the sky. Pull your right knee in. Nice. Step your right foot between your palms. Beautiful. And then we are going to lower all the way down onto the left knee. So if you need a cushion, go ahead. I know we've been on the knees for a while or folding over your mat. So you have your right foot forward and your left knee back. And then you're going to reach your arms up towards the sky. Now you're going to open your arms and then weave your right upper arm underneath your left. And then maybe you grip opposite shoulders and maybe you weave the palms together, high-fiving them. Nice. This is eagle arms or Garudasana. And lift your elbows a little bit so that they're not so close to the chest. Lift them up a little bit. Yeah, you got it. Nice, Kavita. So this is a nice shoulder opener for you. And I love this pose because it's a bind. And binds are when we get all tied up into things. We get tied up into weird shapes. And when we release them, it's when we find the most freedom. And that's just like in life, when we get stuck in these stories, commitments, situations, narratives about ourselves. And it's when we let go of these things that chain us, that hold us back, it's when we find the most freedom. So take one more breath as you are. And then can you unwind those arms and notice the expansiveness in the space you've created? Maybe looking up. And then you're gonna reach both arms forward. Let me just turn so you can see me. So both arms are gonna reach to the front. And now you're gonna leave your left arm where it is. And I want you to pull your right arm back as if you're pulling back a bow and arrow. I don't know if you guys can see me. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. And then your right arm is going to be all the way back. Nice. And so you feel this expansion through your chest. And now we're entering a twist in a little bit of a different way. So you're going to reach forward, 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 and then land your left palm on the inside of the right foot. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Option one, stay here. Option two, right palm lands on the sacrum. Option three, you kick the heel back. You reach the right palm back to grab your left foot and you greet your quads and you breathe into your quad. Nice. And now can you release the foot and release the right palm and then walk the fingertips back as you lengthen over the right leg. Sigh into this 3 breaths. Nice. Walk your palms forward. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Find your strong plank. And then either shift back to down dog or move through that vinyasa. Walk my hands back a little bit because my head always touches my computer. Lowering, lifting your heart, and then shifting all the way back. Stretch the hips up. Relax through the head. Take some deep breaths in and out. Lift your left leg up. Draw your left knee in. Give a big step with your left foot between your palms. You can use your hand to get it there if it doesn't quite get there. Nice. Land onto your right knee. And then once again, breathe your arms up towards the sky. So this time, we're going to open our arms. And then it's going to be left arm underneath the right. So same thing, weaving together, but your left arm underneath the right. Unsticking the shoulder blades. Getting all bound up. Getting uncomfortable. And like all binds, the beauty comes when you find freedom. So release and unwind and sweep your arms up. And then reach your arms forward and pull the bow and arrow back. So pull the left arm back, back, back until your whole collarbone is spreading. And then how would it feel to reach forward with the right palm, land the right palm on the inside of the left foot, and then stay here, or land the palm on the sacrum, or kick the foot back, taking a quad stretch. Know that there's no hierarchy of poses. It was not explained to me very well when I was new to yoga. I thought there was one pose that was better than another. In my opinion, there's no hierarchy. It's literally just what works for your body right now. That's it. Release your foot. Take your left palm forward and then walk your fingertips back, inviting length through the leg. Nice, and then bend through the left knee, walk the palms forward again, find your plank, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, step your left foot back, either plank directly or vinyasa, or just shift straight up and back to your down dog. So we are gonna travel through one more simple standing flow. I'm really into this whole idea of like simply yoga right now, nothing too fancy. I think I did it last week too. We moved super slow, but slow can be nice. Slow can be strong. Take your right leg up and inhale. And then pull your right knee in and step your right foot between your palms and lift all the way up into a crescent lunge. You got it. Okay, I might have lied when I said it was simple. So we're gonna put two things together. We are going to open into cactus arms again. You're going to weave the right arm underneath the left, maybe high-fiving the arms. Okay, so you're still in this lunge, but you have this eagle variation. All right, now you are going to get strong through your right foot. Trust that it's going to support you. It's going to hold you. And can you tilt your weight onto your right foot and extend your left leg behind you? So this is your warrior 3. Take deep breaths. If this arm variation is not working for you, just get rid of it. Take your hands together at heart center, that works too. Have your hands flying out, that works too. This is just a fancy way of mixing things up. Nice. Can you tilt all the way up to stand now? Take your left leg with you. Try to keep your arms woven together. Stack your left knee and sit back. This is your eagle. Nice. And like all vines, you find freedom when you release. So inhale, lift everything up. Plant your feet firmly. Sweep in energy. Take your palms into heart center. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Can you embody the mountain, strong and steady? Strong and steady through change. Strong and steady through transitions. Leave your right foot as your root. Lift your left leg up, land your left foot either on the ankle, the shin, maybe on the thigh. And then how would it feel to place your palms together at heart center? Or maybe extend them, or maybe lift the arms up. And this is the point in the kids' yoga class where I say, can I blow you over? I'll be like the wind. And then I pretend to blow over all the trees. They're all laughing and having so much fun. But I won't do that to you because you are adults. Take your palms into your heart center and then land your left foot again and take a deep breath in, mountain. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Nice, you got it. Breathe in your halfway lift. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, either step directly back to your down dog or take a vinyasa. This is our last little active bit, I promise. Seeing if you can extend your hips up towards the sky. Shifting weight more so onto your legs. Less on your arms and shoulders. They carry enough tension. And then can you breathe your left leg up towards the sky? Beautiful. Curl your left knee in. Step your left foot between your palms. And then again, inhale all the way up, crescent lunge. Now, can you open your arms up or out into cactus? And then weave, this time I believe it's your left arm underneath the right. And if I'm wrong, do the other way. Do whichever way feels unfamiliar. If you're not sure, it doesn't matter, it's okay. Shift weight onto your left foot. And can you trust that your left foot will hold you as you lean your heart forward? Beautiful. Let's tilt up to stand. Anchor our right thigh on top of our left. Sit back, find your eagle, your Gardasana, all tightly wound up. And then unwind everything and anchor through both feet and sweep your arms upward. And then draw your palms inward. Revisit your affirmation. Whatever is with you right now. Leave your left palm where it is, or sorry, left foot where it is. Land your right foot on the inside of the thigh, the shin, the calf. Have your hands at your heart center. And then take one more breath. And then just land your right foot back down. Now, if you want to take one more vinyasa, go ahead. Inhaling, arms up. We're all going to meet in down dog anyway. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to halfway lift. Nice. Exhaling to lower back down. Planting your palms, stepping back to down dog. And if you want to take one more vinyasa, go ahead. Nice. And then let's just transition for a short little child's pose, a short little balasana. So just like we started the practice, you're going to land the knees, either knees together or knees apart, sitting the hips back on the heels, resting the forehead, taking a few breaths. Okay, so I'm going to open my curtains. I prefer it with it open, even though it's bright. Maybe it's gotten a little bit darker now. I don't know. And as you rest into your child's pose, just feel a sense of being held here by the earth. Right, the shape of our posture right now, it reflects our spinal curve. Reflects the shape that we were born in, like a fetal position. That's why it's child's pose. So feel in this pose as if you're practicing a bit of self-love and your needs are being met, you're being cared for. Beautiful. Take one more round of breath in your child's pose. And then you are going to slowly roll up to seated. And the posture that you're going to take, we're going to take broken toe pose. So you're going to play around with tucking your toes under and sitting your hips back on your heels like this. And if that feels like way too much for the soles of your feet, you can untuck and sit back down on the heels. But if it's all right, you're going to stay there for a few rounds of breath and come a little closer. I wonder what it is. It's the time of the day, the brightness. Maybe it's a bright day. Maybe my phone. I don't know. Anyway, kind of like this ghost in front of the screen. With your toes tucked under, we're also going to do a little bit of neck work at the same time. So you're going to drop your right earlobe down towards the right shoulder. And you may stay just as is. You may reach your right arm up and land it on the side of the skull. So in this practice today, we're focusing on the lower body. And we're focusing on grounding rooted postures. The root chakra connects us to the earth. Connects us to the weight and the density of our bones. And so stabilizing, strong standing postures help us balance this chakra. Lift your head all the way up through center. Just feel the difference of left side as opposed to right. And then you're going to tilt your left earlobe down towards your left shoulder, and maybe you take the left palm and anchor it. So just pay attention in these shapes to different parts of the body connected to the root. It's like the toes and the feet, the tailbone, the legs' connection to the pelvis. And know that even the smallest of sensations are enough. Doesn't need to be a big sweeping, deep stretch to feel it. Take one more breath. And then lift your head all the way up. Just untuck the toes. And then see how it would feel to kind of just like drum the feet. Letting go. And then we'll do one more thing. We're going to land onto the sits bones and lift the knees up. There's a big stretch of the fronts of the ankles, and maybe your knees don't lift up that much, and that's okay. Don't overdo it. Nice. Let's land the knees. And then you're just going to slowly come up to stand. And our very next posture is going to be dangling, which is my favorite, but I know it's not everyone's favorite. So decide whether you want to just dangle your arms. I like to grip opposite elbows. Bend the knees a lot so that you can really kind of waterfall forward. And if it feels good to rest on a piece of furniture, go ahead. So some questions you might think about related to the root chakra. How do I nurture myself? Do I view the world as a dangerous or a safe place? Do I feel a sense of belonging in my body? And in this life? And what gives me stability? What helps me stay grounded? Take a few more rounds of breath. And then release your grip if you're gripping opposite elbows. And then you're gonna slowly roll all the way up to stand. Coming back to this mountain. Take a few breaths in your mountain. And then the next posture we're gonna move through is a butterfly pose. So you're gonna come to sit on your sits bones and then bring your soles of your feet together. Your feet can be a little bit further apart if it feels quite tight, a little bit deeper if you, a little bit closer to your pelvis if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch. And then you're gonna invite some length along your heart and along your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then from the support of your base, from Mula Bandha, you're gonna slowly start to round your spine forward. And I like to have my palms on my feet, and I like to give my soles of feet a little massage with my thumbs, but it's up to you. It might also be nice to just be on the elbows, maybe support the skull. So abundance in Muladhara and abundance within Yin. It's recognizing that we already have enough. Right? We have enough as we are. We have enough material possessions. Our relationships, they are enough. Right? Our job is enough. We've done enough. We're good enough. We're beautiful enough. We know enough. We are precisely where we are meant to be. So see if you can just relax here. Put down the internal pressure that you put upon yourself. Right, just release the need to improve or to fix what is already beautiful. And just take a few more breaths here. And then slowly roll all the way up again. You can bring your knees into close. And then you're gonna recline down onto your spine, onto your mat, taking your knees into your chest. Take your knees wide. Lift your feet up towards the sky. You can land your palms either on your ankles, maybe on your feet, maybe on your toes. So this pose is called Happy Baby in our Yang classes. In our Yin, I believe it's called Stirrup. And if it feels good for you, you're gonna rock back and forth, massaging the base of your spine. Massaging that root chakra. And the mantra might be, I am enough. I have enough. Whatever resonates. Stay here for a few more breaths. And then you're going to take your knees into your chest and give your body a nice little hug. If there are any last movements that would seal off your practice well, maybe a little spinal twist, feel free to just pop into it. Maybe taking about 10 breaths to move in whatever way would feel good for you. And then when you have kind of moved in whatever way or shape feels good, you're going to commit back to the stillness and the support of the earth by finding your way into a shavasana. So you can have hips grounded, you can have spine lengthened, you can have heels heavy and toes drooping away. And then take a deep breath in. And then an exhale out. So we're going to explore a little mudra right now. And mudras are like the hand positions of yoga. So our bodies have asanas and our hands have mudras. And we're going to practice a mudra where you connect your ring finger to your thumb. Okay, ring fingers connect to thumbs, and then the rest of your fingers can be outstretched. And the backs of your hands can be heavy. And if you're not into this mudra, then just leave your hands as neutral. It's really important to me that you always feel like you're doing what you want to do and you're not doing something just because your teacher is telling you to. because I've been in yoga classes where I feel like it's my way or the highway, and I never want my class to feel like that. I always want it to be like a safe space. So the thumb in mudras represents fire. And the ring finger represents earth. And the magic of mudra, it's in the connection of energy. Right, so a mudra, it's like a seal, a mark, or a gesture. And a lot of these mudras come from stories of the Buddha on his way to enlightenment. They're used to direct the flow of energy, to bring balance and harmony to the mind and the body. So the thumb is fire, which is Agni. Representing universal consciousness. Right? The fire in our bodies is responsible for digestion, transformation of food, of thoughts and emotions. And the ring finger represents the earth. Represents grounding, stabilizing, connecting, nourishing the forces within. And if at any point holding this mudra becomes annoying, feel free to release. If you're okay, just allow it to linger. Knowing that I'll bring you back when the time is up. I wanna be free, so free, like a feather blowing through the breeze, like a bird in a tree, like a dolphin in the sea. I wanna fly high, so high, like an eagle in the sky. And when my time has come, I will let it all go aside. Pachamama, coming home to the place where I belong. Pachamama, coming home. to the place where I belong. Pachamama, I'm coming home to the place where I belong. Pachamama, I'm coming home to the place where I belong. Give your fingers and your toes a little wiggle. You can release that mudra. Draw a nice sweeping and expansive stretch through your whole being, your whole body. Curl your knees into your chest to give your body a nice little hug. Pachamama, I have learned. I thought it was a Native American word for earth. We did a little bit of Googling a few months ago, and it is from the Baltics, the ancient people from like the Mediterranean called it Pachamama, I believe. And so what it means is returning to the earth, kind of embracing the natural cycle of life, right? Life and death. Just like each inhale is like a new life, and then each exhale is a release. At the end of our practice, we're in corpse pose, and then we come up out of Shavasana, up out of the corpse, and it's like a rebirth again. So when you're ready, come all the way up into seated. And you're going to anchor through your sits bones, your root, and bring your palms to your heart center. I love palms at heart center. This is Anjali Mudra, but it is really connects me to my core and my center, which is why I like it. So maybe you feel your body centering and grounding in the shape. And then if you want to join us in a chant for an Om, we'll inhale and exhale. Inhale through to make the Om. So a big breath in, big breath out, big breath in. Thank you so much for sharing the space and the practice. One of my favorite classes of the week. The light in me, it sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. I value and appreciate all of you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. Om Shanti Shanti, Shanti Peace, Namaste. Guys for joining. Wonder if at this time of day I'm gonna have to change where my camera is. It just feels very bright. I may move it.